One day, a farmer noticed wild goats grazing alongside his own herd. Seeing the opportunity to make his herd larger, he thought, if I can make these wild goats join my herd, it will grow bigger, and I'll be more successful. The farmer hatched a plan. I'll offer them something special so they'll want to stay with me, he decided. He approached the wild goats and said, "Come with me, and I'll throw you a big feast tonight." Tempted by the farmer's generous offer, the wild goats eagerly agreed and followed him back to the barn. That evening, the farmer prepared a grand feast for the wild goats. Their troughs were filled with fresh vegetables, hay, and treats, just as he had promised. The wild goats ate happily, enjoying the lavish spread. However, the farmer gave very little food to his own goats. While the wild goats feasted, his goats stood by, looking sad and hungry. They watched enviously as the wild goats enjoyed their meal. The next morning, as soon as the barn doors opened, the wild goats rushed out. "We saw how you treat your own goats," they shouted. "If we stay here, we'll starve too." They bolted out of the barn, leaving the farmer stunned and confused. What just happened? The farmer asked himself. He couldn't understand why the wild goats had left after being treated so well. After some thought, the farmer realized his mistake. If I had treated my own goats fairly, the wild goats might have stayed. Instead, they saw how unfair I was, and they didn't trust me. Feeling regretful, the farmer approached his goats and apologized. "I'm sorry for neglecting you. I promise to treat you all equally from now on," he said, gently patting their heads. From that day on, the farmer made sure to give all his goats equal care and food. His goats were happy and healthy again, and the farm became a peaceful, joyful place. The farmer had learned an important lesson: fairness builds trust, and unfairness drives others away.